Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 4 a.m. I wish I could really capture a picture of the sky right now. 'Cause it's freaking amazing. It's astounding. It's perfection. And that doesn't do it justice. And the stars are out. And, technology's come a long way, but I wonder what year it'll be when we finally get cameras on our phones that can capture, what our eyes can see exactly. Like capture the stars at night. If I can't take a picture of the stars at night, we ain't come that far. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about a random thing that I thought about, because I'm always like, what am I? What am I? And, it's always like, okay, well, I'm not my physical body. That's cool. We die, we reincarnate, we are this infinite energy, when, we keep reincarnating, and then you wonder, like, okay, so I have an astral body, let's call it that. There could be many layers to it, the emotional, mental, all the whole shebang. How many layers? Who knows? Infinite, 5, 10, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's put it at the basics of, you got your physical body, and then you got your astral body, let's call it that. Don't want to get technical. And, astral body incarnates in many physical bodies. And then you have, like, let's call it, like, the spirit and the soul. Let's pretend this is the Holy Trinity or whatever. Because, I mean, I could study this tonight, but I really don't care to be technical, because I'm not really defining. Okay, just hear me out. It's not about being technical right now. It's about an idea that I have to get out. I just wanted to make that clear before I sounded, ridiculous talking about, the spirit, the soul, the Trinity, what we really are, without actually being accurate. But that's all right. Just anyway. So, and then you wonder, like, well, can the astral body die, and then our soul or our spirit can reincarnate into many astral bodies? You know what I mean? And then you have, like, your soul or whatever. And then I just keep going back. What is behind that? What am I truly? And I realized, I am observation. I am that I am. And, that's cool, but, well, actually, I am that I am. That's my favorite quote, but I didn't mean to actually put it there. I just say it so much because I love it so much, but I don't mean it right there. My hair is really pretty right now, and I usually don't call myself good things. But it's like my natural hair. And it made me happy, because it's, like, growing out. Doesn't matter. Alright, so it's kind of just like, we reincarnate into many physical bodies, but do we reincarnate into many souls as well? Well, at the core of everything, I always thought, I am observation. You can't get behind that. You can't get behind consciousness. So pure consciousness must be like this singularity, this observation, whatever you want to call it, this void, because God spoke out of the void. God is infinite, formless. Like, so the void, I don't know if the void is nothing, because nothing can't be comprehended. But then again, nothing, true nothingness, the second you describe it, it disappears, you know what I mean? Or perhaps you cannot describe it because it doesn't exist, non-existence. And that is that which is behind consciousness. And God spoke himself into consciousness from lack of. But then again, he's always existed. I heard a thing. Anyway. The point of the matter is, this is actually the point. I'm just going to spit this out right now. Like, I'm not physically spitting, but mentally spitting. Can you spit in the astral? Anyway, what I'm trying to say, this is the point. The reason I pulled out my camera 4 minutes into the video is I'm like, what am I? And obviously if you can't be defined if you're God, but let's forget about that. Stop trailing off. All right. What am I? Not my physical body, because that can get recycled over and over. I'm not, my thoughts and emotions, because there's a sea of frequencies that I can tap into. Anybody can think of, a freaking pink elephant. Anyone can think of, anyone can feel any emotion. These are not ours. We do not own them. Same with observation. Do we own that? Define own. Anyway, but then I realized, long story short, I always ask, what am I? And it always comes back to, I am observation. I am the sole observer of all my thoughts, wishes, desires, hootie-ha, whatever you want to call it. But then I realized something recently, is that's still a definition. That's still a limit. Hear me out. Because maybe just because that's the only thing that never changes doesn't mean that I am observation only. I am that I am. I am, the worst feelings and the most positive feelings that exist. I am the sea of that which I can tap into. Just because I am observation, and just because observation is the only thing that stays with us forever, perhaps that doesn't mean that's what we are. That's just, like, just because I put on many outfits, just because I, doesn't mean I am this. Because what if being an observation, if I say I am the observer, I am the formless observer, what if that changed one day, huh? What about when I'm sleeping? I know that we go to other realms when we sleep, but what about when I'm sleeping and I'm truly not observing anything? Am I still the observer? Like, just because the moral of the story, the point that I'm getting to is just because the observer is unchangeable, why does that mean that's what I am just because that is what remains? Is that the definition of I am? Or is, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I could, what is the definition of I am? What is the definition of I am versus what am I? Fuck. Okay. And I could be looking at this in the wrong way. I could maybe, what the fuck lets their dog out at 3 a.m? This is quality philosophy time. Excuse you. Trying to solve the universe here. Anyway, I'm gonna start jumping. So yeah, like, oh wait, no, that distracts from the sound. Yeah, so it's like, I always thought, what am I? I am observation. Okay. But I don't think so. Why? Why do I limit myself to that? Why is that the last definition? If I am infinite and formless, isn't that description a form? I think I'm going to leave it right there, because those who are on my wavelength of detectiveness and who can understand the message that I'm putting out, like, you will know what I'm getting at, like, to define this all. And I like I said, I bet there's charts somewhere, but I've seen so many charts, about the astral body, the mental body, the physical body, all your higher selves, all your lower selves, like, we're everything, we're nothing, whatever, what the fuck, I don't know. All right, have a good night. 4 a.m. out.